I'm an idealist. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. Carl Sandburg. Yes! Welcome to the Purple Positivity Podcast for October the 5th, 2018. I am your host, the amazingly adorable Rebecca Thistle, podcasting to you live-ish from my new used desk in my apartment, which I call Jeffrey Thistlework. Yes. Yeah, Wednesday was kind of a weird day for me. Here lately, I've been recording my podcasts like the night before I post them. And like Tuesday night, I was blah. And so I went, I'll record it Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, I was still blah. So I said, okay, I'll just, I'll get it done. I'll just skip Wednesday. Actually, then I thought, I was like, oh no, I'll record a show Wednesday night. Did not happen. I was blah. So, I apologize. I apologize for the inconsistency as of late. So, moving right along. As I'm sure you're wondering about the title, but I've sort of got this like weird trajectory that I'm going to take to get there. So, as you can probably tell, purple is my favorite color. If you don't know that by now, I can't help you. I really can't. But I mean it's almost an unhealthy obsession in a lot of ways. This love of the color purple, and so I've spent some time analyzing myself and why this could be. I don't think there's a definitive answer, but the theory that I have when it comes to why I love this color. Okay, let me back up. The way I feel about the color purple is home. I don't have another word for it. It's home. Like, have you ever walked into your house, like the one you live in now, or your childhood home, or maybe your grandma's house or whatever, and you just walk in there and you are overwhelmed, even just momentarily, with this sense of peace and belonging and joy and comfort and a million and one positive things, that the only thought that goes through your head is, I'm home. You know, it's a wonderful feeling. That's the feeling I get when it comes to the color purple. And so I've spent a lot of time pondering why this could be. And as I said, I don't have any definitive answers. At this point, I don't think psychology has definitive answers, and I hope it never has definitive answers, to be honest with you. Hopefully that will become abundantly clear by the end of the show as to why I hope there are never any definitive answers. But my prevailing theory about why is that when you break down the color purple, in order to get purple, you have to mix blue and red. So, symbolically speaking, the colors blue and red are often in opposition. The cold of blue, the hot of red. Blue generally represents like calm and serenity, and red generally represents anger. This actually occurred to me the other day. Blue, if you think about it, if you're turning blue, you're essentially dying. But if you're flushed red, you're alive. And, maybe you're overheating, but you're alive. It means the blood is flowing through your veins. When I was a kid, I found out as an adult, this is not exactly true, but you have blue blood and you have red blood, and the blue blood doesn't have any oxygen in it, and the red blood does, and so you sort of have these two opposing ideas of unoxygenated and oxygenated blood. Politically speaking, Democrat and Republican, these are two opposing ideas, but you mix them together and you get purple. And so I feel like purple to me symbolizes you can't pin me down, because I'm a little bit of everything. I am not a binary one or the other kind of person. I'm not an either or situation. I am a both and situation. I was talking to all caps someone last night, and I forget how this came up, but he asked me if I was a realist. And I said, no, I'm not. He went, what? I said, I'm a realistic idealist. Aha. So we come back to the beginning quote. Which sounds contradictory, because when you think about someone who's idealistic, they're generally not people who are grounded in reality, right? When you think about people who are grounded in reality, they're generally not idealistic. Guess what? I'm both. I'm realistic about what my prospects are in this world, what shit is going down, what's good and what's bad. But at my core, I believe that things are going to get better, and that ideally things are going to operate the way that they're supposed to be. And I'm realistic enough to say, hey, it might not happen. You know what? I get it. It'll go either way. Or some way that nobody even thought of. There are always, things that you cannot predict. But I'm a realistic idealist. And, as per the title of the show, I'm an introverted exhibitionist. I'm an introvert, and I am an exhibitionist. This is not to say that I put on live sex shows or anything like that. No. When I say I'm an exhibitionist, is I like the attention that comes with performance. I love it. I don't do it very often because I have been conditioned to be ashamed of enjoying that attention by various people throughout my life. I'm not pointing any fingers. Not just people, institutions, but, I've been conditioned to feel guilty for enjoying being on stage, enjoying being the center of attention. But at my core, at the end of the day, I want to be alone. I want to be alone. I want to recharge my batteries by myself, or maybe with one or two other people that I trust and I love being around. I have a home health aide that comes by to help me clean my house 4 days a week. She was doing 5, but there's been some kind of confusion over at the nursing agency. Anyways, but she's here 5 days a week. I get home. I get home from work, and she's here. And I adore this woman. Do not get me wrong. I really do. She does a great job. She really has this interesting point of view, and I adore just sitting and talking to her. She's a wonderful woman. There are some days when I go, oh God, I don't want to stay at work because work is work, but I don't want to go home because I don't want to be around anybody right now. The way I recharge my batteries is generally by myself. And so it's taxing on me sometimes to, actually quite a bit, to be around too many other people. But at the same time, I love performing. I used to play ukulele out on the street here in Abilene, for some extra money. I loved it. And somewhere, I guess it was about 4 years ago, I realized that I actually feel more at home in front of a crowd than I do in the crowd. I feel more at home and more myself, at ease. Like, I mean, I get stage fright just like anybody else, but I feel more at ease and more myself on stage in front of an audience than I do when I'm in the audience. And it's not because I don't enjoy watching other people perform or anything like that. It's just, I really love being on stage. I love being that center of attention. But at the same time, I'm an introvert. And you know what? I think that's awesome. I think it's cool that I can't be pegged down by binary definitions. And I'm not trying to be this millennial snowflake whatever about it. I'm just telling you like it is. And I think most people, if they really sit down and got to know themselves, they'd realize they're a little bit of everything. I mean, there's this song from back in the 90s called Bitch. Everybody thinks that it was Alanis Morissette that wrote and performed it. It was fucking not. It was Meredith Brooks. Go look it up. But the chorus of that says, I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed. I'm your hell, I'm your dream, I'm nothing in between. You know, I wouldn't want it any other way. And it's just, I'm a little bit of everything all rolled into one. That's how all human beings are at their core. However, you know, you could probably get into the evolutionary psychology and anthropology of this. But society and culture and so much has whittled us down into these labels and these definitions. Binary definitions. You're either one thing or you're another. And I'm everything. I'm a little bit of everything. You know, I mean, if you and I think that's how most people are, and I think it's a good thing to be proud of being a contradiction. You know what I mean? I'm proud to say I'm an introverted exhibitionist. I'm a realistic idealist. I am fucking weird, people. And I love it. Because I don't fit in. And by not fitting in, I think I can do more, not only with my life, but for this world, than if I did fit in. Than if I did have a natural, quote unquote natural, hair color. Or if I looked the part that everybody else wants me to play. I'm not an either or situation. I'm a both and situation. And let me say this again. I think this is how most people are. If not all people. They are not binary beings. They are not one thing or another. As much as a lot of people like to say, no, I am staunchly 100% this